My parents raised me as an only child, which really annoyed my brother. What's going on, YouTube? It's the weekend. We're inside the Hollow City, inside a cold harbor, outside the plane of existence, rather, to go over our first of two golden vendors. And spoiler alert, because I've seen this one, it is absolutely phenomenal. So we have an Alinor theme, which for those of you who don't know are basically the posh elves who sit on their own little island. And all of these items are good in their own way. This greenhouse is fantastic. These are probably one of the two weaker items here. Then we get to the stables. Again, fantastic. Then we go to these trees. Fun fact, I had to buy these trees for my house just because I was like, oh, a blue tree, perfect. I had to pay like 20,000 gold for these trees. So the markup even on these trees is fantastic. This is an awesome time if you're looking to build your own house. You could certainly combine some of these Alinor themed areas to make your own little cool thing, or you could buy these with the intent to resell them in the future, both of which are fantastic options. These are some of the best items that you can hope to see in this here vendor. And before we jump into this second vendor here, I just wanted to say thank you guys. It's been a fantabulous week for all the content. As you can also see, we're moving by the fact that pretty much everything has been taken and put away. The other unfortunate thing is, fun fact, when I'm recording, I have to turn my central air off because it's so loud. So the heat is slowly seeping back into the apartment. So thank you guys so much again for this amazing journey. The Gold Road content will continue to come out. If you have suggestions, put them in the comments below. We did our thieving route yesterday for the best place for the Gold Road for that. Talked about ink. We've talked about all sorts of little bits and bobs about the events. Let me know if you guys have more suggestions on things that you want to see. And we were shouted out by the Elder Scrolls Online, so that was pretty fantastic. But I don't want to keep you guys. We need to talk about the Golden Vendor. First up, we have Nearineth, guys. When you deal direct damage, you have 50% chance to summon a Lich Crystal that explodes, dealing 5,587 magic damage to all enemies within 4 meters. This effect scales. This might seem fine, and it is fine. It comes from Crypt of Hearts, so I would never encourage you guys to spend 90,000 gold on it, even though it is at a discount. It's also discounted if you buy with Alliance points. Not worth it though, however, but it's fine as a set. Then we have Shadow Rend, guys, which summons a shadowy clan fear that deals damage to people and reduces the target's damage done by 5 seconds. This is the poor man's Daedroth. You don't really need to worry about Shadow Rends, guys. Not something I would suggest. Let's move on so I can turn on my central air. Next up, we have Crimson from Castlethorn. After you take damage, you surround yourself in an 8-meter blood mist. That's about 16 feet. After 2 seconds, the mist violently siphons into your body, dealing bleed damage, and then you heal for it. This scales off your maximum health. As you can tell, a lot of people use this for PvP, but this is also one of those sets too that sees some PvE utilization as well. It's a very selfish tank set. For those of you who don't know, some people classify tank sets in different ways. There's like the selfish tank sets, which is ironic because being selfish is just them staying alive, which is pretty important, especially if the stuff's not taunted, it then starts to kill you. But whatever, that's just how people classify it. A lot of times tanks are really focused on giving other people buffs, that way things die quicker. But Crimson is one of those selfish good PvP tank sets. It comes from a dungeon, which means that its value is intrinsic to you. Do you want to go out and farm rings of a really good set? That may depend. With curated drops, it can be pretty annoying getting a second ring unless you want to pay your transmute crystals. It's a good set though. I suggest it. This is a set that I own. It's pretty fun. Let's move on. A set, though, that's exceptionally goofy. Reduce the cost of sprint and sneak by 50%. I mean, maybe if you paired this with the set that converts sprinting to magicka, and then you reduce your magicka costs, and then you could sprint forever. I don't know. This is one of those sets that it's one of the sets that exist in the game. You'd be hard pressed to find a use for it, so let's move on. Eben is the next set, which this is to you, Travis. This set sucks. Our friend Travis refuses to upgrade any of his tank sets, saying, quote, "If I gold it out, I'm going to use it forever." And unfortunately, forever started when the game was first released and people thought that Eben was the juice. And then as we found out that it's not the juice, he refuses to upgrade. So this is to Travis. Please wear anything else. Eben is one of those sets that you could maybe see in a PvP ball group. I mean, we're really grasping at straws here to see what you could utilize this for. 1,000 max health is pretty good for PvP. You're like, Jake, why don't I want 1,000 max health for PvE? Well, generally, if things are going hunky-dory, you're not taking really any damage, and the tank is taking all the damage, especially for trials. Now, 4-man content maybe, but 1,000 health is going to make the difference in 4-man content. Wouldn't you rather have like any other buff that exists in the game? The answer is probably I would rather have those buffs. So Eben is unfortunately a set that you're not going to really see utilized, but if you want to have balls that swirl around you, get this one. And then if you wanted to change those balls into crows and from a bad set into a decent one, you would get the Ring of Unfathomable Darkness. Now, this is an overland set that comes from Clockwork City. When you deal damage, you call a murder of crows around you for 12 seconds. Every 3 seconds, a crow will be sent to peck the closest enemy within 12 meters of you. It's like 36 feet. Dealing 3, 9, 5, 1 physical damage, and this can occur every 15 seconds. This is actually a pretty good set. Also, does this mean that they were hinting that all the way back in Clockwork City that Nocturna was secretly the one behind everything by giving us all this crow-based stuff? If it is, I didn't pick up on it, but it's a little cool Easter egg for everybody. And as you may notice, the Clockwork City has no world events, which means getting rings can be a bit annoying. Which means that this set actually has a little bit of resale value. Now, I wouldn't buy it with gold necessarily unless you're on PC. You probably would want to convert your alliance points into this set, maybe, to try to sell it in the future. The problem is that there's going to be so many people who are just jumping for something to purchase because everything's at a discount. You know, basically, it's Black Friday. We're all getting a 10% discount. We're all like, oh, let's go spend our stuff. What do I want to buy? What do I want to buy? And that's going to probably translate to the golden vendor. So normally I would say, yeah, this is a pretty safe bet because very few people are going to buy it. You could be one of those very few people. You can make a little bit of profit in the future, but I would say your best bet is to do that with the furnishings this week because those furnishings are seen like once every 2 years. So even if like everybody and their mom goes out and buys them in a year, the value is still going to go all the way back to where it was, and you'll be able to make the same amount of profit as you would even back, you know, a year ago when people were still clamoring to get them, even like a week ago and people were still clamoring to get those. I mean, those are beautiful furnishings. But everyone, thank you guys so much again for watching. Hopefully here, the next time you watch one of my videos, there's a different background, which means that I had succeeded in shifting my internet from one place to another and that everything is going hunky-dory. So hopefully the next time you see it, a different home and everything. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much again. You guys are fantastic. And as always, we do 3 giveaway drawings every single month. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed on YouTube /follow on Twitch /follow on Twitter. Every single one of those things is entered one time a piece unless you have multiple accounts. Don't have to twist my arm. You can subscribe on as many accounts as you want. Even if you have a gooning account, you can subscribe on that one or follow on that one. Second thing is leave a comment in the comments below. Let me know what other Gold Road content that I can help make for you. We can also do a live stream, hopefully Sunday. Things have settled down and to get some semblance of normalcy where I don't want to just continually unpack stuff for hours on end. We'll do a bit of a live stream or a video. Just let me know what you guys suggest. And third thing is backed by popular demand. The hidden word will return in a video with a small audio gong sound. If you're the first person to comment that word, you will win. Don't worry, you will be able to redeem it on these Diamond Anniversary crates, which have completely skyrocketed the ESO crowns market because everybody wants these crown crates. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jakeclips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.